Hey everybody, it's Mandy from Travel Forge. I talked about how we went on a road trip during Thanksgiving. Matt and Nell were home. When I got home, they had some leftovers in the fridge, which was so exciting because then we didn't have to cook dinner after we had just driven hours and hours and hours that last day. So there was a container that had some random fruit. It had some cantaloupe that I had frozen over the summer, blueberries, some strawberries. There was still some yogurt left that I had made them before we left. So I wanted to use up that fruit because I just didn't want it to sit in there and ferment eventually. So this is my favorite way to make smoothies for us. I'm just gonna make these ahead and throw them in the fridge for tomorrow. We're gonna be up early tomorrow and then back before lunch. So this will just be something quick we can have when we get back. We are going to, well, hopefully the plan is, we are going to see the lady who played Zuzu in It's a Wonderful Life, which is who I named Zuzu after, our youngest. My favorite Christmas movie. I love it. Anyway, that's what we're doing tomorrow. So I'm really excited. We have to get up early, so Zad will make a good breakfast, and then we'll have these ready for lunch. When I make protein smoothies, I always post on Facebook or Instagram, and everybody always asks, what's my recipe? I don't know that I have a recipe per se. I'll drop a recipe in the description, but you can really do whatever you want with this. So we keep pea protein powder on hand all the time. You could use whatever protein powder you like. This is just what I happen to have. I think there's 7 grams of protein per tablespoon in this. This recipe is gonna have 3/4 cup of protein powder. So, and this is kind of we've been having these for a while. So the grittiness, we're used to it. And I wouldn't say it's super gritty. It's just, if you've never had one, you might think it's gritty. So I have that fruit in here. This is going to be more of a summer smoothie. Typically this time of year, I might do something a little more wintry. Maybe we do apple cinnamon or something, but these are in the fridge, so we're going to use them up. So I have that. I have our homemade yogurt, which I make in the Instant Pot, and then I just store it in the fridge with the silicone lid. I always make a gallon at a time. I'll link in the description how to do that. Seriously, 4 steps to make yogurt in your Instant Pot. It's so quick and easy, and you can make a gallon of yogurt for the cost of a gallon of milk, which for us, we buy raw milk right out of the tank from the Amish, and it's $5 a gallon. So I realize that may vary depending on your state, as I've asked on social before and gotten a wide variety of responses about the cost of milk, anywhere from $4 to $20 plus herd share, craziness, or it's illegal. Ugh, I feel bad for you if you live in a state where it's illegal. That stinks. Anyway, so we have our raw A2 milk made into yogurt. We have protein powder. We have our fruit. What else could you add? Depending on what you're doing, you could add, like I said, you could do cinnamon, you could do vanilla, any kind of warm spices. If you wanted to do something for fall or winter, you could do a chocolate banana one, and you could use chocolate protein powder. You could use just regular old cocoa powder and do a peanut butter chocolate, something like that. Vanilla and chocolate, whatever. The sky is the limit. This is a lot of the reason too that I do fruit powders in our freeze dryer. So we always have frozen fruit, obviously, but as we get closer to spring, that starts to dwindle. So having that concentrated fruit powder is so handy. I can link a video about that too if you don't have a freeze dryer. We have a Harvest Right medium, the 4 tray. They now come in a 5 tray, which is awesome. We may need to get another one. But anyway, so we are just going to dump all of this in the Vitamix. Obviously, if you just have a regular blender or a Ninja or whatever, that would work too. The little singles or whatever that you make your one, that works too. So we're just going to blend this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so we blended this all up. It was a little bit full, and it may have squirted out a little. It's fine, no big deal. So yeah, like Zad said, no surprise. So this is the thickness I feel you would want for a smoothie, and it's delicious. Oh my gosh, if you've not frozen cantaloupe in the summer when it's super cheap, where you can get them for $1, or if you go out yourself, dude, it's so worth it. I think I actually have a video on it. Not that it's that complicated, but it is so, so good. So we have this ready. I'm just gonna put this into a couple quart mason jars, throw it in the fridge for tomorrow. All right, so I got 2 quarts out of this. Like I said, if you are concerned about grit, then I would back it down. But this has, so I said we'll use this for lunch tomorrow. And this is a lot. I mean, this is 600 calories. But so anyway, back it down on the protein powder if that's not, something that you think you're going to be into. But 60 grams of protein for a snack or a lunch or whatever, that's pretty phenomenal, and I'm pretty excited about that. So anyway, this is so easy. You can do a zillion things with it. Peaches, apples, whatever it is that you want, honey, maple syrup, you know, you can take this 1,000 directions. So if you have questions about how to do this, let me know. We'll see you next time.